Hello class, this is a video tutorial on future value tables. Recall how annuities are a type of investment involving repeated and regular deposits or repayments on a set interest rate and time frame. We've seen now through this topic that it could be calculated either as an annuity table or now a recurrence relation. So I'll give you a moment just to refresh your understanding of this annuity. So here it is as the table. Here it is as the recurrence relation. Now, as you can see from here, that even with just 4 repetitions, the calculation can take a lot of time. Now, this is where the future value table simplifies this entire process. So let's go straight into some examples to understand what we're doing here. So a future value table shows a factor to multiply the repeating repayment or deposit to find the final annuity value at different interest rates and time periods. Now, I'll demonstrate it here, how this works. We take a look at the interest rate, in which case 5% per annum, and the time frame, which is 4 years. So using 5% per annum and 4 years, we find that in a given annuity table. So the rate here is 5%, 4 years. We find where those two values intersect, and it is 4.3101. We now take this factor, 4.3101, and we find the repeating deposit, in which case it's $2,000 that's repeating. So if you now do 43101, 4.3101 times $2,000, you can see that it gives us the value of the annuity. Now, I understand that this is off by about 5 cents, and that's simply because the number of decimal places found in this annuity table only goes as 4 decimal places. But theoretically, this annuity table could have as many decimal places as needed. So just to go through some more examples of this, let's just pause and give it a go yourself. So here we have an annuity table, and let's find two values here. First, its future value, and then the total interest earned on this annuity. So here we go. So $2,000 per year, 5% per annum, 4 years. That's actually the example that we saw. So let me highlight it here in different colors so we understand. 5% per annum, 5% per annum, 4 years. This in purple, 4 years. You can see that the number that it intersects is 4.3101. So 4.3, this is question A, 4.3101 times the deposits per period, so 2,000. And as we saw, this gives us that value there, 8620.20. That is the future value of this annuity. Now, as for part B, to understand the calculation I'm about to show you, let's go back to the table here. Consider how many deposits were done in this annuity. There are 4 deposits of 2,000 each. So the principal amount, like the actual money that Amy has deposited, is all of this. So we can find the principal is equal to 4 deposits, so 4 years, times $2,000, which gives us $8,000. And I hope now you can see that since she has deposited $8,000 of her own money, but the final value here is 8620, we can conclude that the interest is the difference between that. So the interest is equal to the future value minus the principal. Now, some of you might be tempted to say that it's, instead of principal, it is present value, but in the context of annuities, PV has a different meaning. So we can't call this the present value, we call it the principal amount. In which case it's 8620.20 minus 8,000. It's about $620.20 of interest. Let's do another example here. Now that you've seen this, you can pause and give the next one a go yourself. Okay, so part 2. 3,400 deposited yearly for 3 years at 4% per annum. Okay, so using those values, 3 years, 4% per annum. Hope you can see that this has a number. The factor from the table is there. So part A is a very simple calculation. 3.1216 times the number of repetitions, which is 3400. And then from there, you can calculate that rather simply. 3.1216 times 3400. 10,000, so total of the future value is 10,613.44. As for part B, we first calculate the principal. In this case, it is 3 years of deposits, so 3 times 3,400. 3 times 3,400, which gives us $10,200. But we can now find the interest of this as 10613.44 minus 10,200. So the difference between these two gives us our interest, 41344. And there we have it. Okay, so I hope that's given you an insight into the future value table, and hope you can see how simple it makes the whole procedure of calculating an annuity. Hope to see you in the next video where we tackle the next 2 examples here. Hope to see you then. Best of luck.